HCB family, how's it going? Welcome to Hold the Ball. Hope you guys are well. Thanks again for tuning in. I appreciate it very much. Yes, this is going to be my day 2 experience where I give you guys my thoughts and insights to how my day went, along with pictures and videos. But also at the same time, don't fret, I'm actually going to cram everything I've showed you guys into one big video where it'll just be there thrown at you guys for you guys to watch. But in saying that, before I get into formalities, hit that intro. Right, day 2. Second time ever, second night, morning ever in Brisbane in Queensland. I woke up and I was obviously raring to go for obvious reasons. Game day, right? Yeah, as a Warriors fan, I'm normally watching the TV, but this time I get to experience it live. I basically caught the so going to the game, I was actually going to the Lord Alfred Hotel first to actually meet up with Ruin Hammer, and at the same time as well meet up with ex-Warriors players, be amongst it with the Warriors family basically. And so caught the Uber straight to the Alfred. There was a bloke there called Victor. I think he was Slovenian, I think, or Bulgarian, I think is one of them, but he was a good guy. He spoke to me about his, he told me how he lived in West Auckland for a few years, was involved with the rugby league stuff as a security guard and all that stuff, so he's familiar with the Warriors. And I asked him a question, what team do you sort of barrack for, and he said, I go for the Warriors, which was cool. But anyway, it was good. So if there's a dude called Victor with an accent in the Brisbane city, I recommend you guys definitely go for him. I vouch for him, absolutely. And so he dropped us off to the Lord Alfred, and again, I've never been there before. I see it in the corner there. Get off there, and I'm just seeing a plethora of Warriors fans, but also Panthers fans. I'm seeing a few Dolphins jerseys as well, and again, I'm just in awe and just absolutely immersed in rugby league, right? In rugby league, and so I basically go to the front of the Lord Alfred, looking left, right, and then I see to my corner there, there's Ruin Hammer. And then walking, I'm thinking, whoa, like, wow, okay. I mean this in every positive way. In regards to Warriors content creators, I consider them the echelon, right? I consider them the standard. So when I see them, I was, just absolutely just wow. You know what I mean? Like these are the godfathers of Warriors content, in my own opinion. And saw them, said hello to him. But I also saw Mark Tuki as well, right? He walks over to. Nice smile, a gentleman, very polite, comes over, shakes my hand, and in turn I shake his hand. And it's so weird when you see someone like him, because as a kid I remember watching him, right, on the TV, and you just have no conception, no thought that you're actually going to one day possibly meet this guy, right, as an adult, me being an adult. But it's weird, as a kid, you just see Mark Tuki running, big dude just running into people, strong man, and all the stuff that comes with it, and then you see him now, and you're just like, it's funny how things have a way of working themselves out, particularly if you put yourself in that position for it to work. And so, as I was saying, I saw Mark Tuki, shook his hand again, just a very, was very friendly. I think that sort of set the tone. So in saying that, meeting Mark Tuki first set the tone for what was going to be an absolutely amazing sort of an outing for 3 hours over at the Lord Alfred. And so Ruin Hammer come, and I meet both of them, handshakes and hugs, and again, their warmth was just very, like you don't have to, they don't have to do that. But they do it because it's who they are, right? They're warm people, and they get around the Warriors. And the fans, and it's just a big family. I'll touch on it later on, but I just felt like this real sense of belonging. Like you don't know them well, obviously, outside the Warrior, but in that context of Warriors, you just feel like you belong. You feel like your family, and I just want to just give it to them. They made me feel like I was part of something, you know, and it was good. And so we get into the Lord Alfred, and you know, looking left, right, and center, where do we go type thing. And there was a private section there, and you know, Runehammer and Co. went in there, and so I looked around left, right, and center, and I saw outside, guess who was in the corner there by the lights? Fanatics himself. Seeing Fanatics, I said, "Hey, that's Fanatics." Rush out there, see him by the lights. I see him and I call him out, "Oh, hey, Fanatics." Looks at me. I think he was a bit like, "Oh gosh, what's he doing?" But it's fine. I couldn't help myself. You know, it's what family do. You know what I mean? Again, it is what it is. The Warriors family. You just feel drawn to each other, and saw him give him a handshake. You know, and he was courteous, greeting as well. We walked into the private function together. I was just talking with Runehammer. Got some photos with them as well, and they were yarning. They were just so nice. Again, telling me that they were gonna, you know, show me players, and you know, just feeling the reception, the warmth again. And so as we were sitting down, I was greeted, introduced actually to a man and a woman. I had no idea of who they were, but you know, I was introduced to them, and then I was informed that is actually Josh Curran's parents, and I'm just like, wow, absolute gobsmacked. Like, man, like you know, the fact that they gave me even the time of day to say hello. They didn't have to, but again, it's just part of the Warriors family, and we had a yarn, we had a good yarn. Hello guys, if you're watching this, just thank you again for being so warm. Yeah, and just getting a bit of insight into who Josh Curran's parents are. You know how I feel about King Curran. You know his nickname is King Curran to me. You know that, but then just to see his folks, man, awesome as. And they got to hear a bit about my story, you know, my background, and I, you know, again, getting to hear theirs, and just regarding what Josh Curran's been up to and all that stuff was just, man, it was awesome as, and it was so good and so nice to meet them both. They were very, very awesome as to me. And so later on as well, you know, grabbed myself a non-alcoholic beverage, as you guys know. I'm not a non-alcoholic beverage dude, but look, anyway, sat down, had a bit of a, you know, a drink, a bit of a relax with near Fanatics, and then I kept on getting called up, you know, by Runehammer, you know, to come up and they introduced me to different people. The first person I met was Cameron George, and wow, you know, the CEO of the Warriors, right? The dude, he's the chairman. He's the dude, Cameron George. I mean, wow. Shook his hand. Again, them telling me, they were telling Runehammer were telling him the background story of me being from South Australia, so on and so forth. But that was awesome, as you know, it was so good to meet Cameron George, and shook hands, and yeah, it was a pleasure. And then I get to experience next, I believe it was who was it? Kevin Campion. I met Kevin Campion, shook hands with him again. Man, you know, they dub him the hardest man to have played for the Warriors, and I tell you what, you know, he's got a nice smile, but you're gonna see it. You know what I mean? Like, he was a tough man. You know, he's a tough man. You know, you can just see it, and then the way he is. But again, friendly handshake, good yarn, friendly bloke. He even offered to buy me a drink. I mean, again, he didn't have to, but he did. Such is the Warriors family, and obviously, I politely declined, but I just appreciate that. Again, he doesn't know me, but he offered me a drink, and again, just wow. I managed to get a photo of him as well, but again, yeah, was talking about how you know, he used to play for the Rams, and yeah, but have a bit of a yarn there, but it was so good. Sat down again, got up, and I was introduced. Runehammer introduced me to Mark Robson. Yeah, that's the owner of the Warriors. Again, just wow, you know, like wow, you know, I speechless. The owner. Again, just no, I don't know what to say really. It's just wow. Shook hands, had a yarn again, awesome as, and then sat down, chilled, and then got asked again. And this time I saw Grant Ravelli, and I looked at Grant Ravelli and I said, I used to watch you play when I was young, you know, when I was a kid, so, and that was awesome as. Just long story short, I absolutely loved it, and I touched on it beforehand, but as I was sitting down and really immersed in that Warriors crowd, I was absolutely, what's the word? I just felt like a sense of belonging, you know. And obviously, I don't do this to be part of these gigs. I don't do this to, you know, to say, look at me. I do it because I love the Warriors, you know, and at the same time as well, I do it because I just, yeah, well, I love the Warriors. It is what it is, right? But at the same time as well, I also want to sort of appreciate to a degree what I've done in terms of myself, in terms of just trying to grind, quote unquote grind. And I suppose I sit back and I realize, you know, if you don't work, you don't get, right? And for me to be part of that means I've put myself in a position to be able to experience this thing. And yes, it's been a bit of a long journey, quite literally, coming from rural South Australia, but at the same time to be part of that, not only did I feel a sense of belonging, but I also understand my own personal dedication to the Warriors. You know, like, it's legit, like, this team can literally make me cry. They literally break my heart at times, you know, but I will show up for this team, rain or shine. You know what I mean? Hail, storm, whatever it is. Whether I got to fly a plane, row a boat, I'm always going to be there to watch the Warriors because it's who I am. And not only that, I also thank you guys for being part of the journey as well, right? You guys make this possible in every sense, from comment to the agreements to the disagreements to the likes to perhaps even the dislikes. You guys make this journey all the more real, all the more realistic in every way possible. So I guess I just want to tie that up, right? Is that yeah, and obviously the game, and I just want to make it quick though. So obviously the Warriors didn't win, but you know, just seeing the boys there play was good, and seeing the second half comeback was good. I love seeing them all there. You know, reality is wasn't what we wanted, but hey, it is what it is. Sort of walked around in the first half of the Titans and Dragons game, having a yarn with Fanatics. Caught up with Nick from Australia as well. It was good to see him. Had a bit of a yarn with him too, and again in the videos. But I look in saying that as well, due to personal reasons, didn't quite stay for the Panthers and for the Storm and Panthers game. Went back to the hotel for that one there, but I did manage to watch the game on TV, and I was pretty happy with the result. I took the Storm anyway, so I deserved it. But look, it is what it is. But I look, just trying to tie everything up. Day 2 for me was awesome. Another beautiful, awesome experience of rugby league, family, and again, just a sense of belonging. Now, again, experiencing a yarn with the Warriors fans was awesome as. But yeah, look, I'm going to tie it up now, but it was just good. It was awesome as. But look, in saying that, thanks again, guys, for watching. I appreciate it very, very much. I cannot wait. Today is the last day, and if you're watching this and you're here and you want to have a yarn, please let me know in the comments or Instagram or even Twitter or even Facebook. You can follow me on those platforms. Have a yarn with me. Let's have a catch up. But yeah, look, in saying that, I absolutely enjoyed it. Thanks again to everyone who provided me with a very, very good time. But yeah, day 3, who knows what it's going to hold, but I'm going to be talking about it. Don't you guys worry. But for now, take it easy. See you guys next time. And just remember, hold the ball.